You've heard the phrase multiple streams of income so many times it's practically wallpaper. It shows up in every financial literacy post, every money mindset reel, every here's what wealthy people do list, and every single time it sounds like advice that was written for someone with a whole lot of extra time, a whole lot of extra money, and a whole lot of extra options you don't currently have. So you keep scrolling. But here's what that phrase doesn't tell you. Multiple streams of income is not a wealth strategy. It's a risk strategy. It's not something you build because you're rich. It's something you build because you've realized that one paycheck from one employer tied to one position is the most financially exposed place a woman can be in this economy. And I know that might sting a little because most of us were taught that if we worked hard enough, stayed loyal enough, and kept our heads down long enough, our job would take care of us. Nobody told us our job doesn't owe us a single thing. Nobody told us that loyalty is a one-way street and your company's version of safety has an expiration date. If you've been feeling that low-level background hum of financial anxiety, the kind that wakes you up at 2 o'clock in the morning, even when nothing is technically wrong, this video is for you. I'm going to go over the 7 streams of income that women are actively building right now. Not in theory, right now, with the skills they already have while working full time and while doing everything else your life requires. And stay with me until the end because I'm going to tell you which one of these is the fastest and most accessible starting point for most women. And I'm going to show you exactly how to get started today. Before I get into the list, I want to challenge the way you think about income streams in the first place. Most women picture passive income when they hear the phrase. You picture royalties coming in while you sleep or products selling themselves from a website you built 3 years ago. And let me be very clear, that can be real, but it's not where most women start and it's not the most honest version of this conversation. Here's what I'd rather you think about. An income stream is any repeatable way you exchange value for money that doesn't require you to perform the same task in the same place at the same time every week just to get paid. That definition opens up a lot more than passive income. It includes things you sell once and deliver repeatedly. It includes knowledge you've already organized that someone else needs. It includes skills you've been using for free your entire career that have market value you've never tested. Most women already have the raw material for at least 3 income streams. The reason they haven't built them isn't a lack of talent, it's a lack of activation because you've been so focused on delivering inside your job that you never looked up long enough to see what you could deliver on your own terms. What you're missing isn't an asset, it's activation. So with that lens, here are the 7 streams of income women are building right now. Number 1, coaching. I'm starting with this one intentionally because it's the most misunderstood and the most dismissed, and it's the most accessible first stream of income for most women. Coaching is not therapy. It's not consulting, though it's very adjacent. Coaching is structured guidance through a specific problem or goal that someone can't navigate alone. And the women building coaching income right now are not life coaches with vague messaging and a healing era aesthetic. They're operations professionals who coach other leaders on systems. They're healthcare workers who coach patients on navigating transition. They're teachers who coach other educators on career pivots. They're project managers who coach teams on execution. Coaching doesn't require certification. It requires a result you've helped create and a clear path to help someone else get there. Number 2, digital products, templates, guides, workbooks, and toolkits. I'm talking about pre-packaged resources that solve a specific problem once and sell repeatedly. The women doing this well, they're not selling information. They're selling saved time. So if you've ever created a system, process, tracker, or template in your professional life that made someone's job easier, you already know how to create a digital product. You've just never charged for it. The key distinction here is specificity. A generic goal-setting workbook doesn't sell. A 90-day promotion strategy strategy workbook for mid-level managers, that sells. The narrower the problem, the more the right person feels like you made whatever you're selling just for them. Number 3, group programs. A group program is coaching at scale. So instead of working with one person at a time, you're guiding a small cohort through a defined experience. This is where many women go after they've validated their one-on-one offer because the revenue grows without the hours growing alongside it. This isn't your first step, but it's a natural second step. Number 4, workshops and trainings. Live, focused, time-limited sessions on a specific topic. These are super low barrier to entry because they don't require you to have a full signature framework or a polished program. You show up, you teach one thing really well, and you get paid. These could be corporate workshops, paid webinars, or master classes. All of these are income streams women are generating from their existing skills. Most women watching this right now are doing one of two things. You're either getting excited and opening 17 tabs to research all of this, or you're nodding along and already talking yourself out of it. If you're in the second group, I want you to hear this. The gap between knowing your skills have value and translating that into income is real. Most women understand that they have something to offer, but that understanding doesn't close the gap. Execution does. I created a free training specifically designed to help you close that gap. I walk you through exactly how to identify what you can sell, what most women get wrong when they try to start, and why structure matters more than credentials or a big audience. By the time you're done, you'll know not just what to sell, but why starting now matters more than starting perfect. So drop the word income down in the comments and I'll make sure you get all the details. Okay, number 5, speaking. Paid speaking is one of the most underrated income streams for women, and it's one that builds on itself quickly. Every time you speak, whether it's on a panel, a podcast, a stage, or a company event, you're building credibility and visibility that compounds. The barrier to entry is lower than most people think, and the pay range for even mid-level corporate speaking is significant. If you have a message, a story, or methodology, speaking is worth checking out as an income stream. And here's the part about speaking most people don't realize. Getting booked to speak once makes getting booked again significantly easier. The first yes is always the hardest. Everything after that is momentum. Number 6, sponsored content and brand partnerships. This one surprises people because they assume you need a mass following on social media. But brands aren't only looking for reach, they're looking for resonance. A woman with 3,000 highly engaged followers in a specific niche can command partnership income that rivals someone with 10 times the following but zero community trust. If you create content on any platform at any scale, this is worth knowing about. Number 7, licensing and intellectual property. This is the most aspirational one on this list, but I'm including it because women consistently undervalue what they've created. If you've built a curriculum, a framework, a proprietary method, or a training system, there's a licensing model where organizations will pay you to use it. This is how one piece of intellectual property becomes a recurring revenue stream. It doesn't happen on day one, but it's a trajectory worth building toward, which means it's worth mentioning now. There you have it, 7 streams of income, all real, and every one of them are being built by women right now. Now, I've given you a list of 7 streams of income, and I know what happens when someone gives you a list of 7 things. You start trying to figure out which one is right for you, and then you sit with that decision for 6 months and do nothing. So let me make this simpler for you. Start with 1. And for most women with skills, experience, credentials, and results in their field, the fastest path to a second stream of income is coaching. Not because it's the sexiest option. It's because coaching has the shortest distance between your skills and your first payment. You don't need a website to start coaching. You don't need a course platform. You don't need a logo either. You need one clear problem, one clear person, and one clear outcome, and the willingness to put your offer in front of someone who needs it. The women building income from coaching right now, they didn't start because they were the most qualified. They started because they got clear and they took action. Listen, your 9 to 5 was never meant to be your entire financial plan. It was always meant to be a starting point. And if your job has become the only thing standing between you and a complete financial crisis, that's not stability. That's a very fragile place for you to be in. The solution isn't quitting your job. The solution is for you to start building options while you still have a job, because the time to build a second stream of income isn't after your first one disappears. It's right now, while you still have runway, resources, and the luxury of building without desperation. Here's what I want you to really understand about this. The women who feel the most financially free aren't always the ones making the most money. They're the ones who know they could rebuild if they had to. Knowing that right there changes everything. It changes how you carry yourself. It changes what you're willing to tolerate. It changes who you become in the rooms where decisions get made about your future. That's not just an income shift. That's an identity shift. And it starts with one additional stream of income. There are 7 streams of income women are building right now. I just gave you the list, and I told you the one I would start with. So now you know what's possible. But what comes next, that's up to you. You can close out this video and let this be another piece of content that confirmed what you already know. Or you can take the first step. And the first step for most women is getting clear on what to offer. And that's exactly what 2K in 2 hours is built to do. It's a micro course I created to help you build a $2,000 coaching offer using the skills you already have without needing a big platform or a perfect plan. You can get 2K in 2 hours on my website at herincomeedit.com/2K, or just click the link down in the description. Here's the thing I want you to remember. Every woman on this list of 7 income streams, every single one of them, she started from one decision. She decided that her skills were worth more than her silence about them. That same decision is available to you right now. If you're new here, my name is Nick Scott, and I help women turn their existing skills into coaching income, digital products, and online businesses. And if this video resonated, I want you to watch this one next. It goes deeper on what's at stake when you stay tied to one source of income and what to do about it. I'll see you there.